a little bit more.
Bye! Welcome to Rock Delest. Where are your friends? Look, at Dexter.
Look at that giant cat.
It's a giant cat, a big boy. Just
So
cute.
big boy.
Rock Delest today is brought to you by Daxter, the letter Daxter.
The letter Dexter.
Oh, wait. I thought it was brought to us by Birkenstocks?
Birkenstocks.
No, that's the Gardens. The Gardens is sponsored by
You're mixing
Birkenstock.
in-game and out-of-game again,
Yeah,
Alex.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
alright.
Sorry, I get very confused. Honestly, I just live in this world, and when
Yeah.
you guys leave, I'm still here.
Yeah, we leave you here.
Oh, that's fun.
We miss you,
Yeah.
but we know you like it better.
Yeah, it's fair. I do like it better.
Dude.
So there was a lot of stuff in that episode I liked.
Do you guys want to do fan questions first, or do we want to talk about the episode first? It doesn't matter to me.
Roll
We
a dice.
gotta respect the fans. We gotta do the fan question first.
Fine.
Fine. We love our fans.
Half of them were from us, so that's not true. A third of them were from us.
Third of
You
them
put
were
these
from us.
somewhere. Where'd you put these?
Yeah,
from
it's
again?
in links for the game.
Yeah, links
Yeah.
for the game.
All right, so let's start. When you guys seen Beetleborgs?
No.
Shit. You wouldn't get
But
it.
do it. Do it.
That's what Joe does when she does superpowers. I said that last time. This one's from somebody named Alex.
Who the fuck?
Gross.
That's a dumb name.
We don't answer
that's a
questions from people
stupid
named Alex.
Name.
Well, I'll ask it, but you guys feel free to not answer it.
I'm sorry, can you ask it in character, please?
Yeah. Kermit the Frog here.
Oh god.
What have you found to be your favorite part of your character as you play them? Like favorite trait or habit or whatever.
Why did you do it?
Crambit the frog.
That was in character. A character.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not your IP, but yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who knows?
I didn't understand it.
Oh, what have you found to be your favorite part of your character as you play them? Like favorite trait or habit or whatever. You know. Whatever.
Okay.
Damn, camera.
Are you answering for Rena now?
Yeah. Rena's favorite trait is she can be a bitch but get away with it, because if you're cute you can get away with anything.
Oh, she certainly does not.
Oh, not with Grant.
Or Savannah.
Or Savannah, because they're main characters.
Yeah. Fuck them, guys.
because they're main characters.
Yeah. You guys get a chance.
I don't even know if
Rena's.
Zach knows Rena.
She's
Okay.
popular. She's popular, and Savannah has a past, so maybe.
Grant's kind of popular, but not in a good way. Notorious.
Notorious.
He's infamous.
We
Infamous. There we go.
We are.
Who wants to go first? Who's going first?
I went
Cam?
first, and no, you guys got
Rena?
Rena, not Cameron's. So you
Fuck!
chose. You chose.
I did not.
What?
You chose that voice. I don't
Yeah.
want Rena's shit. Fuck her. Give me
I'm
Cameron.
sorry, once again you're making choices for us player characters.
No, no.
You're
Fuck
just
this.
asserting your
He
opinions on
said.
us.
He said.
This
Is that,
goes-
he said, "Is that Rena?"
Yeah, and then you said yes. You didn't say that we didn't get
Well, you
cameras
know-
and we got arenas.
You know it was Alex.
Okay. This goes no further, and I say nothing to any of these questions until we hear from Cameron.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a figment of my imagination.
That's not what?
What is your favorite part about playing Cameron, his traits, or habits, or whatever?
I like playing with you all. There. Go.
That's not an answer to the question.
That's not at all.
Shit.
I mean, I know part of it. You said it before.
Hey, look. This is a fun... Sometimes I like to play pranks on you boys and girl.
Okay. Fine.
And this
Austin
one... This one
really
is...
enjoys playing a character who is kind of stupid.
Yeah.
He liked the idea of having a character who is not very smart and just reacts to some stuff in a way that is not very smart. That was part of the inspiration for Cameron, and he very much enjoys doing that.
Yeah. And now that Cory gave you Cameron's, you don't get Grant's.
I guess. All right.
Yeah.
I'll give you what Cory likes the most about Grant.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
No, this is gonna go off the rails. No,
No, I kind of like that though. Okay. Yep.
Next time.
Next time.
Next time that'll be a good one.
Drinking beans.
Someone
Okay.
has to ask it, and then we can answer it.
Okay, Cory, go. You
Okay.
started.
Fine. I really like. I am a very emotional person, but have gone to great pains to like make sure that I'm rational about things and that I think things through, like in my personal life. It's really fun to abandon that and lean into the emotion with Grant and have it where like he just has emotional responses to things, and like tempering that with other people around him as the situation calls for it. But like, it's fun with Grant to just lean into the sadness or the anger or the joy and just go based off of emotion.
Cool.
I like doing that.
What about you, Nate?
So far, the most fun I've had with Zach's like particular skill set, I guess, is just acrobatics, being able to do sick flips and shit. I haven't had a lot of opportunity to actually lead, so that would be the favorite. But mostly, it feels like Zach's trying to lead in spite of the team instead of getting to lead the team. So
That's leadership.
Yeah.
yeah.
I like that, like, you like the leadership parts, but it's tough because you gotta,
Yeah.
do the
So
right
far,
yeah.
I don't think Zach feels at all like he's been successful leading the team. So I feel like he's going, well, I'm going to keep trying to do this until somebody stops me.
Nice.
Can I?
But me as a player, I've just really enjoyed being able to turn everything into an acrobatics check and do sick kick flips, and having TikTok followers is fun too, as opposed to real life.
Can I gently make fun of you, Nate? Just very
Yes.
gently.
Please.
Weren't you the one that said you hated the fact that everybody just followed Jake right off the bat with no questions? Okay,
Yes.
great. Just
I
making
know.
sure.
Now
Yep.
you know how he feels.
You got what you wanted. It
I don't know.
No one tell Nate that Grant has advantage on acrobatics.
Do you?
I do.
Why?
I took student athlete. That's what the whole parkour thing was. It was flavoring for that, and I got advantage on acrobatics.
Oh, you leveled into it.
Yeah, I leveled
You
into
just
it.
got it. Okay.
Yes,
so
I
you
just got it.
So you don't
I haven't
actually
used it yet,
Yeah. Okay.
but I just got it. Yes.
So it's not really part of your character yet, is what you're saying.
Well, it is,
It's not really
but not
like
in
the
a
thing that
role
you actually
way.
do. Yeah.
I mean, it
It's
will
not
be
like it's
soon.
not really there. It doesn't exist. It's not real. That's what you're saying.
I've super talked about it.
Super.
You dick.
He talked about it. He talked about it with a cape on.
What?
Super
A
talked about
coupon?
it. Yeah, coupon!
Jesus.
You dipshit.
I'm laughing at coupon, not at me. I thought that was hilarious.
Cummy.
Alex.
So there's two parts of Savannah that I fucking adore, and one of them was built in, and one of them I've stumbled into. The first one that's built in, I goddamn adore that she does not understand why you guys fucking suck at animal handling when you first get into a
Oh,
morph.
yeah.
Like, because Savannah was always built as like the animal loving character, animal first, blah blah blah. So I love that it's first of all, the dice worked out originally, and then I got clever girl eventually. But like I nat 20'd my very first morph. So like I fucking adore all of that. And then I also fucking love playing her lying, which I didn't think, like,
Yeah.
I knew she wasn't going to be charismatic, but oh my god, is it fun when we go into situations, especially because it's always with Grant, and he's always like, here's a cool lie, and Savannah's like, shit.
The sky is red.
Damn it.
Everyone knows it's not, Savannah.
What's your name? Cindy Crawford.
Yep. What's your phone number? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8.
All right, checks out. Let's go.
I can't wait to find out that Savannah's dad is really good at making chili.
Yep. You're gonna
I'm looking forward
fucking
to that.
find out. Just
can't
you
wait.
It's probably his mom because she needs chili because she's a cold-hearted bitch. The second question is from Songheart to Alex. She's listening to the beginning of the episodes, and if she remembers right, you said that you hadn't played D&D before this. Is that right, Alex?
That is mostly right. I played one time with a bunch of people who had never played before. So, like, one could effectively say, yes, I had never played D&D before.
Well,
We played a one-shot to kind of get used to each other.
Yeah, but it was 99.9% of my D&D experience has been with Austin as the DM.
what's been your favorite part of learning and playing the game? Like, what was maybe hardest or easiest about it, and was something you wish you'd known before you started playing?
The hardest part is learning where everything is and how to use it appropriately. I don't know if you noticed today, but I read the dolphin character sheet and I knew a thing. That's new. Didn't do that before. But yeah, just figuring out like the actual mechanics of it, and like a lot of the times, like when I hear something, like somebody will be like, "Oh, when this happens, you do this." I'll be like, "Wait, why?" And if I can't connect the why, it will never fucking occur to me. So once I have a why, I'm okay. But yeah, what was the other part of that? That was the hardest part. Is it favorite?
Yeah,
Something I wish I knew?
there's hardest and easiest favorite about learning and playing.
Easiest part is coming into this group and just playing with the characters. You guys are all so good and so fun and so easy to play with. So that's been the easiest part. And something I wish I knew beforehand. I mean, I guess any fucking rule ever. Like just one. One would have
There's
been
a single rule.
single rule would have been.
I know that
great.
Austin and I have both had one-on-one conversations with Alex, like as we first started playing, to do to just like learn rules. You and I called once and talked about.
No, I know. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, okay.
Alex even got the PHB and started reading through it, which I've read. Like, I haven't read the PHB back front to back. I haven't.
Wow.
But like, I also haven't had a player that was new ever do that, and like that, I love it, Alex. For being a first time player, you're an amazing player. Like,
It's true.
that a DM would want. You take notes, you actively learn your shit, like, and you pay attention. Like, what else can you ask for in a player?
Be
You're-
good.
You're
Get
funny.
good.
You're funny.
Get funny.
You're funny.
I know that one of the harder parts for her is that when introducing a new concept, if we make a joke, it will get drilled into her brain
Yes.
as part of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why I do it every time.
Yeah.
You're
Totally
a
fuck it up.
rude boy.
There's definitely things that to this day, if you say it and somebody had made a joke when I asked what this is, I would be like, "Oh, that's this goof,"
Yeah.
and then I'm like, but what was the rule? And
Yeah.
my brain's like.
All right. Next question is from Cory. We've answered this, I think, in the chat, didn't we? But we'll answer it on stream too. How old is Possum?
We just celebrated his 6th birthday. His 6th gotcha day. Savannah got him when she was 10.
Yay.
He's 6.
Was he a puppy when she got him?
Yes.
Okay.
So they don't know, like, so his exact birth date is not known. What we are celebrating is the day that Savannah found him.
So he's like 6 years old in a few months or some
yeah,
shit.
exactly, something like that.
He's old enough to eat candy canes now.
Is there
Got
a
it.
legal
Legal.
age limit on candy?
Well, not legal, just advised.
Is that a thing Austin made up for this universe?
Yeah.
No, that's real candy canes. If you get a box of candy canes for Christmas, it says 6 and up right on the box.
Yep. If you get an Andy cane,
That's certified
that's
candy
enough.
cane cannon.
That's 21 and higher, I think. Some
Candy
state.
Didn't know
cannon.
that.
Candy.
Did not know that.
Cannon.
Oh, cotton candy. What the fuck does that even mean? The next one's from me. If you guys could all do one thing from season 1 differently or change something, what would it be?
Oh, starting to play. I'm scared.
Nate would be out. He would not be
He
part of it.
would be out. Now he just feels obligated. Fuck, I need a second on that one.
Hey, I'll go. Because what I would have done differently was jump in earlier and more often.
It's fair.
Yeah.
I try to be polite, but you know.
No, you can't do that. You gotta really run us over.
No, I still do. I still do like try to wait my turn as much as I can, but like when I have an idea, a lot of the times like very early on, I would have an idea about something that I would want to do, which by the way is baked into Savannah, so I don't actually regret any of this, but I would like wait, and then by the time it would be like, okay, this is a good time for me to jump in, we were so far beyond it that it was like, all right, whatever, never mind.
That's really hard because the things that I would change, like, as far as my actions in a moment, really ended up working out cool narratively. Like, it's easy to say I wouldn't have stabbed Charles, but, like, for better or worse, Grant is marked by the glowing red eye that doesn't have a name in canon. May or may not, the being may or may not known as Hirac. So like that stuff isn't something I would necessarily change because it's opened cool opportunities and doors. I mean, really, it's just getting into a groove with everyone and finding out those places to, because I like to talk. Finding those places to, shut the fuck up for a second and let someone else go. And, like, I'm usually pretty good about catching it and being like, oh, sorry, you go ahead. But, like, really, that's just learning to play together. I don't have a lot that I would change character-wise. I feel like I've been pretty faithful to Grant as a character.
What about you, Nate?
I think choosing the mandrill morph. I really like it as a concept, but mechanically it sucks. And it's not just a power gaming thing. Like, we went into battle in our first battle in the Yerk River. I went mandrill, and that was a bad plan because that did not go good. And I almost died.
I mean,
what?
The
Your
entire
mic
plan
cut
was
out.
bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, so even not just mechanically or like from a meta perspective, that morph sucks. Like it's too weak. So
does Zach realize that, or does Nate know that, or does Nate feel that way?
I think that Zach knows that because he's been an orangutan now too.
Okay.
And there's a big difference between what you can do as an orangutan and a mandrill. And I think he's realized, like, yep, big monkey, not nearly as powerful as big ape. So.
Huh? You think he's going to stick with orangutan?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. I'm just curious about, like, if he's switching or if he's shifting on the main battle morph.
I mean, it also might depend on the situation. If the situation calls for having something a little more small and agile, then he'll have the mandrill there. But whenever it's time to go just fuck shit up, it's going to be orangutan time.
What about, so like following up to that, so because Q's gone, and knowing that now, do you think you guys would have kept the cube?
Maybe. I mean, I won't lie. There was a part of me that, like, part of the idea of the cube is, like, Reese was a little bit fast and loose with telling people stuff, and, like, it was nice to get it out of our hands. But from a narrative perspective, the reason that Grant went so hard into that is that Cameron helped us so much, and his world is basically doomed, and we gave them a possibility of not being doomed. Mm-hmm. I still think that that's a cool narrative thread to weave, even if it kind of sucks for us in the interim, maybe a little bit. I personally don't regret it. I don't know that feeling is shared, but
no, I still think that was a shit decision, and we shouldn't have done it that way. But it's Zach doesn't agree. So I from a meta perspective, Nate, do not regret doing it because Zach would have thought that it was the right thing to do.
Gotcha.
But fully from just outside the story, that was a dumb thing. We shouldn't have done that. And I'm going to go to my grave saying that.
I mean, that's fair. I think it's
I've never
look at
played
things
games.
morally.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I just said I think it's important to look at things morally, and I like thinking about that stuff from a narrative perspective because, life isn't always going to be tactics. Sometimes it's going to be emotion.
Life what you make it.
What?
Life what you make it.
You did not say that any more clearly.
He said, "Life is what you make it."
That is
what you
Good
make
God.
it.
Thank you. Okay.
Somebody will get that.
I don't know if fuck it, I'll say it. I'm talking. Whatever. I don't regret that decision at all. Alex sees tactically why that is stupid, but from Savannah's perspective, that was a way to. We had just made a major boon in Cameron's world that is still potentially a timeline that we are involved in, could run into in the future, blah, 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 even though it's different. Tactically, it just made sense because we just took away some of his largest enemies, his obstacles. We helped him. We emerged victorious over that. Of course, he should have the cube to try and help in that timeline. And if that timeline has already come back and bumped into this one, why can't it happen again? We don't want that future. The whole thing is we're trying to fight this war and win this war. That doesn't just mean on our front. We are fighting for everybody, including in different places.
On a meta plot, our characters don't have a way to know this, but on a meta plot level, that was more of a blow to Hirac than not doing it could have been, because now two of his tools that were going around and fucking with different, strands of universes are both dead, and the universe that they came from has a better chance of succeeding now. So that was two levels that the Ellimist got a win column in. So as far if we're looking at this away from the Humanimals and we're looking at it from the perspective of the chess game that the Ellimist and Hirac play, it was the perfect move, in my opinion.
Cool.
And we'll see how it comes back to bite us in the ass later.
Oh, of course. Yeah, no. It's going to fuck us up royally.
Alright. Next, all the rest are from Songheart.
Also, I said Ellimist right.
Noticed.
Uh,
Proud of you, bud.
This one's for me. It says, "What have you enjoyed most, least about creating this Animorphs themes game?" What I hate. Let's go with least first. What do I like least about creating this game?
It's me.
No. It's the general, in general, I feel like I'm a lazy in general. So what I hate most is actually having to do some of the work that goes into putting this together. So actually having to write out the ideas in my head.
You're so full of shit.
Yeah,
What?
I think you covet laziness, Austin.
Yeah,
I think you
would
look at
like to be
laziness
lazy.
and you go, that looks nice, and then you do all of this fucking
Yeah,
work.
I like
for
it.
real.
Yeah, because you are not lazy.
Mm.
You just want to be.
I don't
Yeah.
want. Let me. So I guess that's probably my least favorite is actually having to write the things out, and I would say build the stuff, but building maps and the thumbnails and stuff I kind of like doing, but I guess actually having to type out stuff that's in my head instead of just being able to do it in my head is my least favorite part. My favorite part is taking what I'm doing and the world that I've made and weaving in the things from the Animorphs. So today was so cool to be able to do, and the first episode I just loved so much because there was so much of both worlds, and it felt right, and there's parts that in every episode that are like that, and that's my favorite part is being able to create something in the universe that I've loved since I was a kid. That's my absolute favorite part, even more than I think D&D in general. Being able to do this with D&D is That's that. Songheart again is / was it difficult to not use your extensive knowledge of the series in game? Yeah, who wants to go
That's for
first?
everyone.
Yeah.
Oh
I find it
boy.
extremely easy.
Yeah, right.
It's no, of course not. It's it's impossible.
It sucks.
I would say that on a level, none of us have been successful in doing that.
Oh yeah.
But
No, I
we
mean,
we do our very best to put it where we as much as we can. But I mean, for like me personally, even playing my character, I think what I'm doing is I'm going so hard against it that I make choices specifically because I know it's the opposite of what they did in the books. And I mean, there's really obvious ways that that's reflected. Like we call it recording instead of acquiring.
Mm-hmm.
We try.
We try.
We try to.
I call it recording instead of requiring, at least.
Yeah. But then they're like, just because it's this is a different universe. Why would we do it? Or the humanimals versus the Animorphs. That's also an IP thing. We don't want to get in trouble with Scholastic. That's not true. We didn't make that decision.
I mean, we're already fucked.
We're already completely fucked. Yeah, there's no chance. But like if I'm the leader character, I'm trying really hard to not do the same shit that Jake did.
Right.
And that in itself is like using meta knowledge for the game. Like
it is.
But there's only you can't erase. We've all been reading these for years.
No, and I try really hard. I feel like I do a good job of like there are times where something will be similar to something that someone else did. And in the moments where I'm doing that, I am leaning really hard, like I said, into what is Grant feeling about this? What are Grant's emotions? What would he feel compelled to do here? For instance, it has been Grant giving Cameron that cube has been compared by some to when Cassie did it, and that didn't even occur to me in the moment because they were completely different situations. And while on the surface it could be said that that is what happened, I don't view those things in the same way. So like I try to get away from the idea of that, but like sure, it comes through. Like in the first episode I had justification for it, but like the reason we had the cube is because Grant palmed it. Like in the series they didn't get the cube. It got, hidden away at the construction site, and then, some Helmicron nonsense happened as well as David. But like,
spoil it. No.
Yeah, there are things that happened in the series that are always going to be on the brain. And I try really hard not to let those things influence my decisions and just go with what my gut is on the character that I've built, because I understand him pretty well at this point. But is that going to work 100% of the time? Absolutely not.
Alex?
God, it's so hard. And I try not... I mean, just knowing the world, there's already... Like, Savannah is an animal-forward character. I broke the rule day one, round zero, fucked it up. But, yeah, I think for me, like, the biggest thing I did to get away from it was build this character that... Like, it's been 5 years that I have been talking and publishing episodes about Animorphs. That's beyond talking and reading about it and like just privately. And so I feel like I know these characters pretty well. And so I tried to build Savannah completely differently and put into the same situation. She would react totally differently from those characters. Or maybe there's like flavors, right? Like maybe you can kind of catch a snippet of Marco here, or Rachel, Cassie, not generally Jake, but Tobias. Like you can catch those glimpses, but she is not a comparison to any of those. That being said, every time Austin gives us some knowledge, it's a physical release of tension. Like when we were in Megamorphs, and he said, "Oh, you had an allergic reaction." I was like, like, thank God I know about that now. Like, so, and it's just, yeah, it's hard. It's really hard.
Like,
Austin
thank God
debate.
I can know about that now.
Yeah.
Austin over here trying to remember whether or not we know what Draken beams are called, and I'm just like, God fucking damn.
In
That
the
one-
title, in the show title.
I've been keeping that one, and I've been waiting because I keep
I
saying
think we should
laser
go
guns.
the whole series and never find out what they're called.
I mean, shit.
Pulling back the curtain a little bit. No, I'm not gonna say that. I
Yeah.
think I can, but I'm not gonna.
Don't, because I've read that it's better to keep the curtain closed as much as possible if
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna answer this question too. I use my extensive knowledge of Animorphs in every single game that we run, and I use it willingly and unabashed.
Yeah, no
So,
shit.
It has not been hard for me. It's been very easy.
It's
You know
been
what?
Very easy to use.
I didn't
as
even
much
think
as you
about
can.
it until this conversation. Fuck you.
You know you're doing something right when you got haters.
Is it still right if it's your own player on the
Yeah.
show?
Do we
Oh, that's
hate
the most
it?
right.
Yeah.
Uh,
This is why I keep dying.
Well, you're about to have another chance to die next episode.
So, to
With a
sum up,
blade in my throat.
we all struggle with it constantly. That's the
Yeah.
Never mind. Forgot what I was going to say. Next question. Is it hard coming up with the different ways to describe your different morphs? In addition, do you find yourselves reusing descriptions that you've used before? Hey, Alex, you look raring to go.
Let me tell you, it is not hard to come up with specific details for my morphs, and let me tell you why. Why? What are you
say
pointing
meat
at?
cheeks.
I'm pointing at
Bloody
you,
meat
you
cheeks.
psychopath.
Every morph I get, I do extensive research about not only the animal itself, but the biology of it, and like literally use different aspects of like different things. So like when fucking like llamas come up, there is details that I have from like researching them that I am so excited to use as part of morphing. And the moose one was like my fucking favorite, because when you see moose antlers come out and then they go into velvet like in the wild before they go through that whole
You're
thing,
gonna say meat cheeks
A lot
again,
of
right?
meat cheats.
yeah. I mean, it's just so good. And there's like so many cool, like animals are so fucking cool, guys. There's so much cool shit that they have going on that we can talk about. And like, then you combine that with this series, like owl ears, man, fucking going up different sides of their heads. They're not level. You can like watch their ears travel up to different sides. And that's not even a detail that we've used yet, because it's always the zygodactyl feet. Like, there's so much cool shit in like just the animal kingdom that you can apply to the situation. It's so cool. It's awesome.
I hate coming up with morph descriptions because of this.
Yeah,
Because
same.
I
Yeah.
will never
He has a point on
fucking
screen.
live up to that shit.
No, me and Cory are both writers, and we're both like, I fucking and we just did as gross as we could come up with.
Gross.
And then
I get
Alex
this
is like,
whole thing.
bloody meat sheets, and we're like, fuck
I
off.
this
How the
whole
fuck?
thing where like feathers are coming out of an owl's head, like Pinhead, and like turning around like in a horror movie because they can do that thing with their necks, and it was creepy and it was scary and it was cool. And then she comes in with bloody meat sheets and fucking shuts my shit down.
Down.
Or we'll try to be really gross and like even specific sometimes, right? About how the teeth turn to brittle keratin and whatever, and then she'll
Yeah.
just be like, yeah. So as the venomous nutsacs form on the side of my face, and we're like, when the fuck? I didn't know they had
When
those.
did you get nut
Yeah,
sacks?
you didn't know about the venomous nutsacs? Yeah, they're on, and then there's a 10-minute animal lesson.
It is very
It's
cool
good.
to do.
We like it.
It is very
Yeah.
cool to do and horribly frustrating because Alex is so fucking good at it.
Yep.
I like it.
I almost want to make her describe every morph.
Describe all of them.
From now
Yeah.
on,
Next time Austin's like, "What do you do when you morph?" I don't know, Alex. What do I do?
Yeah, what do I do, Alex? Tell me.
You tell me.
Can I hover?
gross, right?
Probably not.
I will tell you, the one that I think was the most difficult actually for me to do was to possum, because I didn't want it to be gross. I wanted it to be like
You wanted
this
to be
is
Spain.
familiar, this is comforting, and all of a sudden, Possum is standing in front of you, like ready to rage. So that was the one that was the hardest for me. But if you want gross, oh my god,
Yeah.
I got facts.
My butt gets bigger and explodes, and then I'm an antler. I'm an antler.
My dislike of describing morphs is 100% because, as Nate said, we are both very literary-minded people with English degrees who just get fucking shut down.
Yeah, and I'm from
Alex
Canada.
is.
They don't even think I can talk right.
That's true.
Prove us wrong.
It's pronounced prof.
You know,
Prova.
I'm sorry, Alex. Prove us wrong.
hey, you know what's weird? Like, yeah, I see everybody making fun of Alex's accent, and like I hear the words that are different than when I say them too.
It's all love.
But
She knows
the
this.
difference is, I think that I'm saying them wrong because I know I'm such a country fucking bumpkin that
From
it's
Kentucky.
like I can't be saying them right. She has to be Canada.
Canada?
Well, here's the other fun part
Canada?
of that: is language is made up, linguistics are regional, and
Time is a construct.
and time is a construct. So, like, is she saying them wrong? No.
No.
She's saying them based on where she's from. Is it fun to say she says everything wrong and it's fucking whack?
No.
Absolutely. It's hilarious.
Yeah. It is. I like it.
And then I'm
That's
doing
what we all-
stuff.
We all
Let's-
secretly love her animal descriptions too. We're just shitting on her because we can't go as hard.
Oh, yeah. No, it's pure jealousy.
Yep.
Yeah. We all secretly love our Animorphs podcast, Animorphs Anonymous too.
Hork Bahir's a who.
Hork Badgers.
Pork bidgers, kazoo. Never mind.
Hurt
Moving on.
Badger.
Because it's Texans. Is this a Texan? Hey,
Bahir.
what's your all's favorite color? And your character? What's your favorite? What's your character's favorite color, type of music, tree, TV show, and book series? Do them. All of them. Who wants
Can
to
we
go
go?
first?
Okay.
Can we just go like one at a time, round
Yeah,
robin? With
that'll
these?
be
Round
easier.
robin.
I like
Alex,
that.
go first. Favorite color?
Who? Wait, what order are we going in?
Grant.
Okay.
No, Alex. Alex
Okay.
about
Alex.
Savannah.
Alex, Cory, Nate.
Alex, Cory, Nate.
Alex Crane.
Okay.
Okay. Color first
Color.
and character. It's the character's color. Yes.
Characters.
That we're doing. Got it. Yeah. Savannah's is. She said early on that it was gray, like this gray, and that's still true. But she also really likes green. Switches every once in a while.
Grant is green. We covered this because Austin wanted us to pick colors for our characters for token reasons. So yeah, it's green for Grant.
Oh, if we did, I don't remember that shit. Zach's is pastel pink. I just decided.
I guess Cameron would be blue. He's the Yetis, the light blue, like the Yetis colors.
I am.
It's the school colors. Nice.
Cheyenne, triangle. Nope. God damn it! I'm gonna stop saying dumb jokes.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
You're not, and we don't want you to.
Bullshit. I'll believe you for a fucking second.
No.
Favorite type of music, Savannah.
Oh, she is into all sorts of like really popular, like kind of pop rock, like Olivia Rodrigo for sure, Billie Eilish, like all that shit. She's into that. You want my playlist?
Hell yeah! Post for the playlist down below. Like and subscribe. Cory, Grant.
We've covered this before. It's a folk punk, crust punk kind of stuff.
Zach.
Zach likes ska. His favorite band is We Are the Union.
We are.
Nope.
No.
Cameron, I think I said before hip hop, but he probably likes some like rock stuff too. Like,
Oh, Zach likes a lot of
Speed
hip hop too. I should have said that.
Oh, that makes sense because Cameron would be like hip hop, but then like the minute they put on fucking stadium anthems,
Yeah.
he's like, "Fuck yeah,
yeah, that's probably he like.
Likes Queen.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like.
we are the champions." You can't. Who
Uh,
doesn't
Rock
like
You?
Queen?
Like normally just listening to music and stuff, he might listen to like hip hop, but then like before games, he's definitely got some like Avenged Sevenfold or
Rock is hype music.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
workout music, power metal.
Their favorite tree.
I actually know this one. Like, I actually knew this before you asked this question, which is really fun.
What is it?
Well, one favorite is Quaking Aspen, but Savannah is very proud of her knowledge of oak trees and how to identify them.
All right. Grant.
Grant's favorite tree is specifically that one that Zach the squirrel went up to get signal, just because that shit was funny. Like that tree, not that type of tree. That tree.
That specific tree.
Zach?
Zach doesn't have a favorite tree.
The one his tree house is in.
Zach doesn't know what a tree really.
No,
Zach
he doesn't
knows
even.
different
He
types
doesn't
of
even
trees.
feel particularly close to that tree.
These aren't trees.
He's
These are
monster.
bushes. They're just tall.
It's a shrubbery.
Oh no.
If you ask Zach his favorite trees, he'd make a weed joke.
Yeah,
I was
weed.
waiting
That's
for
it.
that. I was waiting for which one of you would do that.
Like you know them trees I like, yeah. And then
The
do
devil's
this.
lettuce.
and he'd say nice.
Nice.
Grant thinks that weed is bad. All right.
Drugs
Yeah,
are
you
bad.
know. We know
What's
you're
Cameron?
very anti-weed.
Yeah. He's never touched the stuff.
No, certainly not to hand to other people.
No.
Check
for
his
for money.
lungs. They're
No.
clean. Cameron's favorite tree. His favorite tree is the one at his old house that his brother and sister and him used to climb in.
That's so sad.
Why? Because the tree died?
No, because
That's even sadder, Austin.
What's wrong with
Because
you
Cameron
guys?
accidentally set that tree on fire when he was a kid.
He didn't
Now it doesn't
accidentally
exist,
do
and it's
it.
his fault. Did it on purpose? You're a monster.
TV shows. Savannah, Animal Planet or something.
Yeah, that's so. That was the hardest one because, like, I don't think Savannah watches a super ton of TV. But yeah, it would absolutely be like Planet Earth, right? Fucking David Attenborough. Fuck yeah. Not
Yeah.
that Oprah bullshit. Not that Life bullshit. Fuck that.
Hell
David
no.
Attenborough bust.
Yeah, not David Letterman. Fuck him.
Fuck that guy. David
Fuck
Attenborough only.
Yeah,
There's only one David.
there's only one David in this, and he's not gonna trade on you all. But he. What are you about, Cory? What are you TV show is favorite? Is Grant is TV?
Yep, those were all the words.
Take all those words
Uh,
and put them. Yeah. You know how you can read any word that's like scrambled up as long as the last two letters or the first and last letter.
Yep.
Right? That's what I
Yep.
did with the sentence.
Grant just kind of, because he had read some stuff about it online and how queer it was, decided to check it out and will never tell anyone this, but his favorite TV show is She-Ra and the Princesses of Power.
Mm.
That
That's
was
a fun show.
the reboot on Netflix, and that shit wrecked him just as much as it wrecked Cory, and he loves that shit.
Yeah, that show's canonically gay. That is so
Oh, it's gay as fuck.
Yeah,
it's
It's great.
super gay.
it's fantastic.
It's happy.
I haven't finished it yet, actually. I
Oh,
need
it's
to.
gay wearing a cape then.
It's
Super gay, yeah.
super gay.
I didn't stutter.
Yeah, super gay.
I know
It
I
is
said-
gay wearing a cape.
It's actually gay wearing a cape, yeah.
A
Yeah.
rainbow cape.
It might be a capelet.
A caplet. Colin Caplet.
Kate Winslet.
Winslet.
Zach's
Main
favorite
char-
show.
main character
What?
is a dumb lesbian. She's so stupid,
I
and
miss
it's
her.
great.
Except when she's a dumb, tall lesbian. That she's even better. Dumb, tall, strong lesbian.
Sorry, Nate.
Zach's
No, you're
favorite.
good. You please run over me to talk about She-Ra more. That's fine. I'm down. I'm absolutely down. Zach's favorite show is the Graham Norton Show.
Oh.
He doesn't
Oh,
really
yeah.
watch TV, but
Muppet
because
special.
he's just, huh?
Is that a Muppet special?
The Graham Norton Show is a British chat show where a lot of celebrities go on, and it's one of the more candid celebrity shows. And since Zach wants to be a celebrity, he likes watching that kind of shit.
No.
He
That's
also
the
likes
one where
Conan
did
and
a-
Fallon and stuff, but
that's the one where they had Ewan McGregor do the lightsaber fight with what's his face. Yeah. I know exactly what show you're talking about.
they also
I
had
know.
Ewan McGregor ride a unicycle.
I've seen clips from the Graham Norton show, and like it is a little bit like looser and more relaxed than a lot of those things are.
He feels like he gets the most candid look at celebrity stuff that way, and he's very interested in celebrity shit.
Fun fact: the final paper that I wrote year before last, time isn't real. to graduate from college was on She-Ra.
Nice. That was a fun fact. I had a lot of fun with that fact.
Yeah.
Cameron's favorite TV show. I've been thinking about this the whole time and I forgot a lot of them, but he likes.
He's had several. Cameron likes whatever show is on.
He really likes. He watches football when it's in season. Other than that, I think he likes like Cobra Kai and like Euphoria.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Yeah, those are his. And then book series.
Okay.
And worse.
Whoa, it's Cannon!
We can't do it. We cannot do it.
It's
the only books that don't exist.
And
nothing by Apple Grant exists in this universe. You can't say
Nothing.
gone. Can't say gone. You can't say front lines. Nope.
Can't say endling.
I don't know why
You can't even have the Great and Terrible Ivan. You can't even have that.
Maybe we can have that.
Maybe
Great and Wonderful. What's
As
it
a
called?
treat.
The one about the monkey.
Just a little treat.
George, Curious George, what's up? Alex?
What's up, Austin?
Nothing. What are you doing?
No, what are you up to?
I don't know. I'm getting a little bit hot in this hoodie because, it's starting to heat up and stuff. The sun's coming out, so this room's getting a little. So, probably when we stop, I'm going to take the hoodie off. But other than that, I'm just chilling.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not chilling, cooking up.
Like,
Is right.
Cooking. You're cooking.
My back. What's up?
What is Savannah's favorite book, and why is it the Heartland series?
I'm sorry. Did you not enjoy this interaction? No. Savannah is a super avid reader. Like her room is like walls, floor to ceiling bookshelves, books galore. So there's many book series that would be like her favorite at any given time that she was reading it. But I think if you're talking about like, I would like one series to like talk about Savannah when she was a kid, it would probably be something like Guardians of Ga'Hoole.
I don't know that one.
Nope.
But we
No?
can. Maybe that's something we can find out about, though. Is there?
Is it what?
Is it a book?
That owls.
It is a book. It is a book, Austin. No, it's a book series about literally it's like this owl world where they're
They
all
made a
like,
movie.
Yeah, they made a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It came out around Guardians of the Galaxy, and that's why I remember it. It came out around the first one.
Like 2007-ish.
Oh, maybe
when it
it
came
did
out.
it then. It came around Iron Man. All right, cool. What about you, Grant? How to
Grant?
pickpocket your boy?
The Anarchist Cookbook. No, he. I think Grant. You know what? I'm going to say Grant really likes fantasy novels. I think that his favorite book series is probably the Reckoner series by Brandon Sanderson. It's a really interesting take on like superhero fiction, and I think he likes Sanderson a lot. Who does the Mistborn series and finished out the Wheel of Time series by Robert Jordan. I think he's big into Sanderson. Yeah.
Nate?
I don't think Zach reads recreationally. I'm really thinking about it. I just don't see it happening.
Can I
I think that
suggest
he just
one?
spends all his time on TikTok. Yeah, go ahead.
Zach's canonically an X-Men fan. Why wouldn't he read X-Men comics?
Well, that's not a book series.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Comic books.
It just was favorite books. I don't think it was series. I think we ran with series. But I think it
All
was
right.
book.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, he definitely likes. He likes X-Men comics, and like me, his favorite arc is the Astonishing X-Men run that Joss Whedon did. He's not a fan of Joss Whedon, but that's a really good arc.
You guys can kind of help me out because I think all of you all are probably more well-read than I am, like as far as you've read a lot more things than me. Have you all ever seen the movie Lawless with Tom Hardy, Shia LaBeouf?
Oh, I've seen Lucy Lawless.
So you all, I'm gonna recommend that movie to you all if you all want to get in like Austin's head. Like I love that movie so much. But basically, if that movie was a book, I think that would be somewhere around Cameron. Something that has to do with like.
This is how Cameron would answer the question. When you ask him his favorite book, he would name his favorite movie.
Yeah,
And be like, if that was a book.
I
have a book.
I have a suggestion for Cameron. He likes the novelizations that give more insight into Master Chief in the Halo universe.
Master Chief.
He also, like Zach, he doesn't read recreationally. So maybe if like somebody
would he read like football coach autobiographies and shit like that?
I don't even think he would read those.
Okay. Fucking Vince Lombardi's autobiography or whatever.
He's read some books, but I think it would have been like if the Halo Master Chief thing, it would have been like if somebody was like, hey, you should read these while they're playing Halo, and he's like, they give them to him and he's like grounded for a week or sick or something.
Or like one of his school assignments that like he didn't want to read, but then he found out one was all right.
Yeah, that's Austin too. That's something like that. Is I think how he would answer that. So the next question is another one for me. Austin, is being awakened a thing in this Animorphs themed world, and if so, will Alex P awaken Possum? So for people that don't know what awakened is, it just means like an animal with consciousness. Like, so if you have a cat that's awakened, they can like think and speak like a human would. Not necessarily speak, but they're smarter. Like they are not just dumb animals anymore. I'm not going to answer whether animals can be awakened or not, and in turn, I can't answer if Alex will ever awaken Possum. But I'm only not answering that because that obviously means like there is something in the world that is that I can't tell about that. Take that.
It could mean that you want to leave that avenue open,
right? But I will say this to that question: we do have some sheepdogs that started to gain some intelligence.
Those are canon, huh? No, I argued that the sheepdog should say dumb, and Nate said they can stay dumb.
Okay, even if the sheepdogs didn't, the Tressum did.
The Tressum did.
So,
right.
I might have got those mixed up. The Tressum, at least, have some kind of intelligence.
Which is
but I was looking at that as
that
like an evolution thing, right?
Sheepdog's dumb.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Hey, no. Songheart, this is in the Quiet Year game that we played just before Megamorphs. If you are completely lost right now, these are things that we made up for that game.
Sorry. Forgot about that.
Some of which
Nate does not have all-powerful authority over whether or not sheepdogs evolve intelligence. That'd be a weird thing to give a player control over.
Contempt.
We're past our mark, but we at least got one more question, and I know you guys want to.
I want to talk about the episode a little bit.
About the show.
So last one is, I guess, for Alex. Is Possum afraid of a vacuum?
Okay, we did answer this in the Discord, and I stand by it. Possum is not afraid of the vacuum. He is just watching it from behind the couch to make sure it doesn't do anything fucking weird.
Right.
And you know what? He's a brave boy, and it's fine.
That's what vacuums do. Weird shit. They suck the carpet till it's clean.
Since I did
Who
say
does
it,
that?
Since I did say it in chat, I will also say that Daxter, both the real one and the game one, is afraid of the vacuum. He does not like it.
And I didn't know that this was happening in chat, but I'll pitch in that Nate is afraid of the vacuum too.
What about Mo?
So,
yeah, what about Mo?
Mo vacuums for Zach.
He stands on a Roomba?
Yeah, he just stands on it and it goes back and forth. We don't know how it works. No one's ever asked it, but you know what? Those floors are clean.
Oh shit, a Roomba's a robot.
And he's earned birdseed for another day.
Roombot.
Roomba. Cameron's not afraid of vacuums, but when he's at Daxter's and Grant,
well, he says, but
when he's at Daxter's and Grant vacuums, he gets down on the floor with Daxter and hits the vacuum like a cat.
He helps Daxter.
So there's our fan questions. Let's talk about the episode. Look,
what a bunch of questions.
What a
gauntlet.
What do y'all want to talk about?
Everything.
We gotta talk about this episode, I guess.
All of it.
Yeah.
First
Yep.
off, there was a van ride. That was somber.
Yeah.
Everybody was sad.
Yeah.
Ish.
My reaction, like anytime Zach is in an emotional place, he just shuts down, and I want to make sure that's clear because I don't want it to seem like just Nate isn't playing, but
It didn't.
Nate's
Didn't come
actively
off my
making
way.
Zach be quiet. It's because that's opposite for him. He's usually pretty talkative.
Opposite day.
Yeah, I think I kind of did the same thing with Cameron. I wanted him to be shut off and like calculating and thinking about the things that have happened and what.
Just thinking as hard as he can.
Not
Oh, buddy.
very.
Which
Yeah.
is real good.
Not great.
I guess I can open this checklist and we can go through it if you guys want to.
Sure.
Let's see. Blah blah black sheep. Have you any wool? Yes, sir. Yeah. We did fan questions. Favorite moments.
I
Favorite
feel like
moments.
it's all like.
Had a lot.
Come
Okay.
All right.
on.
As much as I enjoyed discovering our baby blue boy, my favorite moment was playing as dolphins. That was
Was a lot.
so joyful. I enjoyed that a lot.
We needed that.
Yeah.
I think I
Oh
will.
yeah, we did and the characters did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll let somebody else say that their favorite moment was.
I'm
seeing
gonna
the baby
echo
blue
you
boy.
on that. That was my favorite too. Was when
Like the
everybody was
dolphin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the dolphin.
Echo the dolphin?
Yeah. Oh, Flipper.
No.
No, no.
That's
Echo
the thing. I
the,
know.
Specifically Echo
That's
the
just
game.
from Sega Genesis and Sega Saturn.
yeah, but
Oh, you want to
also
talk about
new.
Flipper though?
There's a new one. His name's Flipper. In 1967, he came out, and then they made a remake, and I thought it was in the 2000s, but I was wrong. It had Elijah Wood, and he was a boy, so it couldn't have been in the 2000s. That's my answer.
Elijah Wood has been the same size his whole life. So
It's true. Even in the Lord of the Rings.
Largely because of the way he responded to it. Like it could have just been like a quick nothing moment, and it wasn't. I really liked the very serious conversation Grant and Cameron had about, the war and the, feeling of it and, reacting to Reese's death. I liked that conversation.
Alex?
There was so many moments that I thoroughly enjoyed. I mean, obviously, getting to the dome ship, but also you playing as dolphins too, like that, breaking everybody out. I mean, man, it was really, really good, and I loved. I've said this before. I don't know if I've said it like any time that we've been live, or if this was just kind of talking amongst ourselves, but I love the idea that Cory really puts forward a lot with Grant, which is you lean into the morphs that make you feel happier. And the fact that we all hit this dolphin morph, which is canonically a fucking high after the horrific shit that we just witnessed, like that whole thing, it allowed us to lead into that dome ship arc so much better, like than it would have just on its own. So,
Oh yeah, and I like the juxtaposition there too of like the joyful dolphin hunt, and then the we just came to save you. Don't you fucking insult us.
I loved how much differently we reacted, Cory, in that moment. I think Nate wanted to punch you, but I liked it.
I hated it.
I could tell.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's obvious. It's obvious.
We had just been through a lot. Grant had some ire at that.
What? So at the end of the
Zach knows that Grant is not a rational person, so it's fine.
at the end, you guys saw some bug fighters and a blade ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, knew that was coming.
Right.
Yeah, Austin, what you trying to say, buddy?
Hey, man, maybe sometimes you guys should try to pick up on all the hints that I throw your way.
Okay. First of all, we knew there was a bug fighter in the ocean. But if you think there's any reality in which we're going to see them and say, actually, no, we're just going to let this Andalite die, then you don't fucking know the first thing about us, Austin. Well, about me, anyways. I won't speak for the others.
Hey, Alex.
It's an Andalite, not an Andilite. All right, motherfucker.
Is that to me or to Austin?
That's awesome.
Alex.
Okay.
That's not the clue I was talking about.
Oh, well.
My clue was from
Now
last episode.
Now you're just torturing Alex.
Alex, don't torture. Poke fun and play fun.
It's not fun.
Are you referring to the fact that the Andalite said we?
That's a different thing.
That's a different thing. If you think that I'm not going to fucking listen back immediately and then harass you until the end of time.
I thought that you guys would
or at
pick
least
up on
until
this
2 Sundays from now.
the moment it happened in the game and nobody said anything about it.
Which?
What are you talking about?
Are you talking about the bracer and the knife and everything again?
Last
And the pearl
episode.
necklace? Last episode?
Last episode.
See, now we're not even talking the same timeline. Now you're basically just saying anything could have happened at any time and you didn't pick up on
No,
it.
completely derailing us.
You said, I don't know. No, I'm not. I swear.
What did I say?
I promise. You said something about what did you like when I said the bug fighters were going to show up? Like, I don't remember the exact thing you said, but the hint that I gave you is that you just gotta go back and listen.
No, because
after everything, I'll tell you what hint I'm talking about, but I can't tell you it right now. I want to tell you it after the conflict.
Okay.
But if you guess it, I will say yes. That's what I was talking about. Like if you go back and listen, you don't have to though. You'll find out eventually.
I don't know what you're talking about anymore. Like you so thoroughly confused me as to what the fuck we're even talking about.
I think there must have been a part of the conversation between Chapman and Visor 3 or something where something to do with investigating the dome ship came up or something.
Well, we know that the Visor's having
He's winking at
visions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is that... we do? The Visor's having visions. That's what I didn't pick up on.
Well, we knew that was coming.
Yeah, it's
from the Animorphs canon, but there's clues in the episode.
There's clues in the episode that's happening too.
Well, so I took those clues as confirming what we already knew from Animorphs canon. I didn't take that as
how hard is it to not
there's
use
new
your
shit.
extensive knowledge? Yeah,
it's extremely difficult. But when you confirm some truth that we already take as self-evident, then okay.
I mean, I knew we were going to be going.
I'm not filing away anything new. I'm just putting a checkbox by it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though, like when you do this, I never think it's going to be like a big overarching thing like this. I think there is some minor fucking detail that I need to like search through like the archives and hone in. Like you would have sent me on fucking 18 hours trying to like map everything out. Like I don't think you understand what you do.
I'm glad that we figured it out then before we got off the call, so you didn't do that.
I'm still trying to figure out what "we" means because there's only one motherfucker down there.
We means that Austin doesn't have a final plan for this yet, and he's trying to leave avenues open, and he's trying to fuck with us because he doesn't know exactly how that's going to play out. That's what "we" means.
Well, do we ever know anything?
Nope, and that's why he said
"we,"
because we could be. First of all, the dome ship being underwater, he doesn't know there's all sorts of other fighters that were having a battle above Earth when they fell canonically. So if we are following even that at all, we could mean any single one of them. We could have our own Gaffinolin, our own Myrtle. That could be we. We could be that there's 2 people on the ship because Austin hasn't figured out what he wants to do back channel yet. Listen, I know.
He said we're running out of time. I took it that there are multiple people on the ship, but we could find out, creatures? I don't know.
What if he meant he's a yerk?
Tell me I'm wrong, Austin. Look at my face and tell me I'm wrong.
I gotta look in the camera to look in your face. So I can't look at your face and in your face at the same time.
That's just what a convenient, I don't know. I thought for a second, I was like, maybe he slipped up and he's actually a controller and he's just talking about all the Yerks that are down there. But then I was like, Austin wouldn't make us quit the game by turning Axe into a controller, so that surely isn't the case.
Why are you so angry at Grant doing what he did?
To me?
Yeah.
Because it was emotionally unnecessary and outbursty, and
I feel like it was very necessary. I feel like we just went through a lot and he's insulting us.
I didn't catch an insult.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't think there was an insult.
Yeah.
I think
You don't think
Grant's
it's insulting to say that
Why are you
we
here?
stole this power?
Oh, yeah, but that's not
We
an
stole-
insult. Like, it's not
It
like...
is
Really?
it is when we watched him die, our friend just died, and we have come all this way to help him.
Yeah,
I call it an insult.
I
You
don't
can
know.
disagree with me, but I, Cory, say that was an insulting thing to say after everything that we've gone through here.
Go ahead, Alex.
I'm just thinking the three of us, not Cory, are reacting from knowing that he broke one of the biggest Andalite laws.
Yeah.
We don't know that in character.
That's true.
A dying Andalite
Yeah.
helped us, and we are trying to save someone after someone we cared about just died. And we get down here after all of that with more than one of us being exhausted. And he looks at us and says, "You must have stolen it."
Yeah, well, so he has no idea what you all have been through. Like, he has no idea that you're tired. I don't think,
doesn't.
that's why I think
But
it's not an insult. He's not saying it
think
with any kind of context to you.
No, he's not saying it with any kind of context, but without context, he is deciding to accuse people who have shown up with the intention of rescuing him, and stating that to look at them and say, "I think that you stole this power to come down here." I find that insulting. And Cory would too. So
Alex would not.
that's fair.
Austin, I don't think would.
I think
I don't know if I
Austin, you and I would just be
understandable.
fucking happy to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I don't know if I find it as an insult or not. I just think that the response was completely unhelpful and only serves to escalate the situation.
Well,
when Zach is trying to defuse it.
Is my thoughts on Grant's reaction. I think that it was... So he's under a lot of pressure right now because of everything. And
Oh,
he's
we're all
going through a
stressed
lot.
as shit and exhausted. I get it.
But I feel like the reaction was over the top to what he said. Like, I think it was a bigger reaction than it needed. But that could be because Grant's under a lot of shit. So, and you said earlier in this episode, Grant reacts off of his initial emotion. So it could just be that coming through too.
And I mean, I don't think that Grant is, I think Grant's idea is this: there has been an SOS going out. We have responded to the SOS, and the first thing upon seeing who we are that he says is that we stole something from the man that we watched die protecting us. Fuck
But
you.
you did, though. You super did.
No, we did not steal the morphing power. I took the cube.
That's the
That
morphing
is
power.
different. Yeah, but that's no, it's different.
It's different than yes. It
is
stealing,
different.
taking the
It is.
cube
That's
after
true,
he's
it's
gave
different.
you. He's
I wasn't
given you
going
the-
there.
We're skirting a line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He gave you the power. You took the cube after that.
Yeah.
It's not the same as stealing a cube to get the power.
Grant's like, I didn't
We gave
steal
it to
that.
I
didn't steal
I
that
stole
thing.
a different
I
thing.
stole something else.
Yeah.
I will say that narratively, this is a perfectly acceptable thing
sure.
that happened. I'm
Yeah.
not.
Oh yeah, I don't
just,
think any of you are saying that. I also want to say that sorry, go ahead.
No, please.
I also think that Elfangor was dying and chose to give us some hope to live by. I also think that without knowing, even hearing that they're brothers, especially in this high-stress situation, there is an element of you are trivializing the last act of bravery that your brother did.
I get that, but I feel like you're treating him the same way as somebody that knew that. Like, he didn't know that, and you're treating him as if he did, and he still said these things. Does that make sense? Like,
It does. I think that even without knowing those things, it was a whack thing to say.
Yeah, I think that's probably where we disagree, but that is totally, yeah.
Waximile.
Hey, 10 points. Hit off points.
Anyway, this just means that at some point in the future, Zach and Grant are going to have to fucking have it out. Because
that is stuff that I love that
absolutely happen.
Comes out from this. I love when those things happen.
Yeah.
So, I mean, does anybody have any other shining things that they want to say? Or not shining things, maybe fucking bloody, dark, deep, bastard things.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, I've said
I don't have any of those.
All right.
I love and hate that we went into this without resting.
Yeah, also love and hate it, because I'm at -1 already.
Me too.
And you guys got to still get back.
Yep.
And fight. Maybe fight.
And definitely fight. Also gonna definitely have to fight. Fight some Taxons. Get bit in half by a shark.
Yeah. Luckily, I think the fighting is gonna happen in Morph, but like when we get back, if we get back and we get away,
we are falling asleep on the beach.
Yeah, hit the beach and die.
Yep.
I have a question for Austin.
Mm-hmm.
What was the look that you gave me when I said we could put the shark into a torpor? Because you like shot this look at the camera like, what the fuck?
I don't remember the exact look I gave. I do remember when you said that. I forgot that they could go into like the torpor, and I was like, oh shit! All they gotta do is turn them over in water.
Yeah.
I think that was Austin going, all right, now I gotta integrate actual real animal knowledge into fucking D&D mechanics. Here we go.
It was one of the biggest looks I've ever seen you give the camera when I've said some
what it looked like.
Shit.
Let me see what it looked like.
We'll have to go back and look.
No, you do it.
No, you gotta do it, Alex.
I'm not as good at impressions as Austin is.
Here, I'll be Alex.
All right.
Can we just flip him over and put him in a torpor? Now you go, Alex.
I don't.
Oh, sorry. You're right. That wasn't a very convincing one.
Yeah.
Can we just flip him over and put him in a torpor?
I've never done this.
You haven't.
Whatever, Alex.
Whatever.
Whatever, Austin. I don't even care.
Wow.
If you don't care, I don't care, and that's too not.
So you
care,
can sound like a
motherfucker.
normal American.
Yeah, if I want to.
If I want
Please
to,
stop. It's horrible. I
this
hate
is
it.
the Valley.
This is like this game is like the worst when you guys do this.
Dude, I don't even know why they even do it anymore. Nerds.
I don't even. What even is D&D? Like dice?
Dice?
Huh.
What do you do? And sit in a table and down in a basement and eat Doritos?
And what?
We should
want
just
me to,
fade
like,
out the episode
pretend?
while you guys do this.
Is it moldy down there? Did
Ugh.
somebody cast... Can somebody cast prestidigitation to clean up this fucking basement?
You want me to read like a book?
Ew.
Ew.
Gross. Unless it's
Corey, you good? How you doing, Corey?
17.
What?
Corey's like,
Corey's just
I'm
gone.
so far out of this.
I left the building. I was completely dissociated when you said that. Like I was not here anymore.
Austin was like talking about cantrips.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah. Prestidigitation. Magic missile.
I did not want to
to
stop.
Spell.
I didn't want to stop playing.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
know.
I would start playing again right now. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Buckle up for round 2. I'm taking my glasses off
Let's
for this
fucking
one.
do
Let's
it.
do it.
All right, guys.
Glasses off, hoodie off. Let's rage.
All right, here we go. All right.
Wait, who are we talking to?
Each
Make
other.
your move.
Each other. Here we go. You guys.
We gotta go.
You guys. The fog rolls
Where?
Is fog?
in.
Is there
Underwater?
a fog machine in the
Listen.
fucking dome ship?
Hey.
Does it roll in on little cat's feet?
Over the city of Ocean Grove.
Is there a
Across
fog
the
monster
harbor.
down?
Okay, I guess you guys don't want to fucking play no more D&D.
Now we're playing, but now I'm running things. All right, the fog monster rolls in
Yes.
No.
and
little
sneaks
cat
up.
I
and
cast
sneaks
light.
up on the Andalite.
No, I cast
Oh.
light.
Okay, the fog monster is immune to light spells, so everyone is blinded, but it can still
All
see.
right. I'm just gonna go into a rage and charge.
Oh, okay.
Good job.
What kind of barbarian are you?
A big one.
Big boy.
Okay, do you have
Goliath.
what happens when you go into a rage?
I just get real mad.
Okay.
Angie boy.
All right. Are you gonna attack the fog?
Yeah. I'm gonna run at it and throw a javelin.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your what?
How long are we doing this bit?
Ready?
I
I am going to reach into my belt, pull out a large fan, and
Fan.
just start.
Fan that
You
fog.
solved my fog puzzle.
Yay. Guess
You
what?
solved my fog puzzle.
Solve the fog puzzle. Fuck the
In
fog.
in the fog, the Andalite slit Grant's throat. He's dead again. Fuck me.
No, fuck the fog.
Jeez.
Fuck the fog. That's how we're going out.